Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bookology, the show with interviews, blindfolds, and snacks from around the world. I'm BJ Fournier, and tonight we're going to Croatia? Let's get into it. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Bookology, the show with interviews, blindfolds, and snacks from around the world. I'm not going to waste any time with boring introductions today, especially when we could be hopping into a world of queen bunnies, heroic rattlers, and terrifying creatures with 12-year-old Rosie Garcia and tonight's author, Zen Jackson's 3-book series called The Bunny Book. All right, so we are here and we're live with Zen J Jackson. Zen, say hello to everybody. How you doing?
Oh, what is going on, everybody, man? It's a blessing. It's a pleasure to be here, BJ. I appreciate it so much, man.
Sure. So tell us a little bit about your book before we get started with the Blindfold Challenge. Let us know. I know it's a series, right?
Yeah, it's a series. So, but it's book one, and this is the spark of my career here. This is me, catapulting myself into the world that I'm set out to do in my life. So
sure.
I have book one, the same version, but it's hardcover and paperback. It's like I said, it's book one. It's about, first of all, the origin of it all is that I adopted my daughter at the age, I was about 21 and she was 5 when I came across her. And so as soon as I met her, I transformed my whole entire being over time, of course, and decided to further connect with her and, and be a guardian to her as she is to me. And so over the time period of from 5 to 9/11 and so, I decided to write a book about her passion for rabbits, and which we mutually all share around here. So, and just one little other thing, throughout the time of me writing this book, we ironically kept on coming across rabbits. There were 3 different points where we came across a rabbit. One showing up at our door, one a friend bringing over, and one,
Wait. A bunny rabbit showed up at your door.
Yeah, man. It was angelic, man. It was a beautiful moment. Now that I'm, looking back at it,
For sure.
It was a bright and sunny day out here in Georgia.
Okay.
And
it wasn't Easter, was it?
No, man.
That would have been the touch on the icing, right? Or the icing on the cake.
Yeah, man, but we open up the door, the sun rays are just slapping the pavement and hitting our door. And then right below our feet, there's a white rabbit. We named her Ruji. She has like a cookie dough kind of speckled pattern on her back. If you go on my Instagram, you'll see, and my daughters, you'll see all of our content on the rabbits. But she was on our doorstep and we picked her up and brought her in. She's been family ever since.
That's amazing. Yeah. So you actually kept them.
Oh yeah.
And Ruby, you said?
Ruji, R-U-J-I.
Ruji. Oh, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
Very nice. All your names are kind of clever.
Yeah, man. I came up with the name for another character in a different stories, and I just gave it to her because the character is an actual rabbit, and we have a little rabbit obsession. That's kind of our motif in all of our stories, But to the point of the book, yeah. So I, fictionalized my daughter, and in essence, and so it's about an 11-year-old girl who moves to a. Oh, sorry, I keep that. It's an 11-year-old girl who moves to a small town in California where she meets new people, but she lives with her grandparents who are not too fond of her being there, but need her around for assistance. So she finds her way out, venturing off with her new friend, Katie. And, everyone's telling them to stay out of the woods. And so do whatever you'd like, but stay out of the woods. So they discover that, lo and behold, there's a creature lurking in the woods. And FYI, I have chapters 1 through 6 on my website. And I'm just gonna get to that point, go through up there, and then So yeah, she gets she gets up with her friend, and then they where was I?
You were in the forest somewhere.
The creature ends up kidnapping her only stuffed animal, which I should have right now. I can show you at some point, but my daughter, my wife, she gave my daughter a stuffed rabbit, and it's just been in the family for so long. So this is also who the story's about.
Good. And
it gets kidnapped, in essence, and she goes off to searching for the creature, and in that she finds here you go. She finds a shed filled with 123 rabbits, and that's where the journey kicks off. But look how ragged this thing is. Like hanging on by threads. This has been around for so long. We've been meaning to fix it up, but this is where it's at. But
don't fix it up. Don't even do it, my man.
Right.
Yeah, keep it where it's
Just
at.
Keep it. Yeah.
It's gonna maintain its beautiful, antique-ish kind of, feel.
Yeah, man.
So are we blindfolding the bunny today, or are we blindfolding you?
Man, let's just do me, because I can respond and I can let you know what's good with these snacks here.
Okay, very good. Well, listen, if you're ready, throw the blindfold on. We're gonna get right into it. I do have some great questions here, but I always like to remind the audience, at any moment, jump on, leave a comment if you want to talk to Zen J about anything. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Bring your kids on this episode. This is a kid-friendly episode. They're gonna love this one. This feels like a really great story to kind of read your kid, during bedtime. What would you say about that, Zen?
Yeah, real quick, it's a bridge. As an indie author, I try to make up my own little categories and whatnot. So it's middle grade, but it branches off into YA. You know what I mean? So you tackle some challenges throughout the book, trials through friendship, trials through responsibility.
Sure.
I have this, you know what I mean? You go through these things, and the book, it ages with you. And that was my intention. I wanted you to be able to come into it young and let it stick around for a while, and kind of treat it as some kind of, roadmap, if you will, through emotional turmoil when it comes to feeling overwhelmed. This young girl here, she develops a strong motivation. Sorry. In a sense of discipline.
Someone's cooking.
My son is actually, I think he's trying to bake cookies. So he's funny. My son is always in the kitchen baking, and
that's awesome.
We totally invest into that solely, and but yeah, he's legit. But yeah, so it's definitely for children and for adults as well. It strikes it hits a chord for adults.
Cool.
Yeah, should I go ahead and throw these on?
Yeah, go ahead, throw it on. Bring it as low as you can. Cover the bridge of your nose. And there is tape on the box, but it should be pretty easy to get off.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
So go ahead and grab the first snack in the box. If you are joining and you have any questions for Zen, please feel free to leave him a question, and I will be sure to ask that question to him. Don't be peeking, Zen. I see.
Oh man, I'm not the one. I'm not the one, BJ. I will not peek. I will not destroy the beauty here. So just tell me, should I just dive into it?
So lift one up, pick one up, and lift it right up so the audience can see it. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, you're probably the best one at that. A little bit higher. Oh, that's beautiful. Now flip it upside down. So it's the
really. So it's the right. I got it upside down.
No, you didn't. But how did you know you didn't have it upside down?
Ooh, man, I don't.
All right, my man. All right. So go ahead, open it up, guys. If you missed that, this is what that is right here.
Yeah.
For those of you watching. And
hey, man, I'm nervous now all of a sudden.
Don't be nervous. Just grab a bunch and put it right in your mouth, and you gotta let us know. Let the audience know what you're experiencing. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, for sure. I love this. Yeah. All right. Oh, you're right. I should have get a couple in there.
Sure.
All right.
What do we got? What do we got?
First and foremost, all right, it's a little dense on the oil. Obviously they had to fry it up or whatever, but it's soft to the crunch, and it's like your classic Cheetos.
Soft to the crunch.
That's an interesting one. You get me. The crunch is there, but you're like crushing air in a sense.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. Yeah, can I see one of them? Grab one of them out. Let me see what they look like.
It almost wants to be peanut butter.
Oh,
but it doesn't follow through with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, crunch it hard. Go ahead, put it in your mouth and crunch. Let me.
Yeah, it's salty.
Yeah,
it tastes more salt than anything else, but the salt kicks up because of how much oil is used in it. I'm not grading the amount of oil in it, but I'm just aware of its presence.
So this is one of the Croatia's favorite snacks here.
Really?
I'm going to give you 3 selections to choose from, and you tell me which one you think it is, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Is it called the Croaky Cricket? Is it called the Stark Smoky Peanut Snacks? Or is it the Kong Peanut Butter Snacks?
The last one.
Kong Peanut Butter Snacks?
Yeah.
That is wrong, my friend. I'm sorry. The answer is Stark Smoky Peanuts.
Okay. I mean,
so is it a peanut though? Because it doesn't really look like a peanut as much as I thought it would.
Man, so it wants to be. It has like this tone of peanut butter, like it's in there somewhere, but it almost feels like it's on accident. Because it doesn't follow through in a sense. Like, I mean,
it gives up. It has no follow through. It was like me in my younger days.
It's like man. It's like the rest of it is just it takes like the oil and the salt kicks in, but aromatically you can taste the peanut participating in there.
Okay.
It's all curly. I can feel the texture. It's all curly. It reminds me of other peanut butter. Well, I have a peanut butter snack that I eat here. That's but it follows through. It's strong peanut butter snack.
Sure.
So that's why I was using kind of a reference point. But yeah, man.
Yeah, of course.
So do you want me to let you know if I like them, or how do you?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me, how do you like it?
Okay. I think they're harmless. You know what I mean? I could see why someone would like them, but I couldn't smash a whole bag of peanut butter flavored. Like I said, it's not there entirely. If it was entirely tasting peanut butter, I wouldn't be able to do that. But I wouldn't be able to eat this whole bag and be happy with myself because of how consistent that flavor is. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I think my palate would just get overwhelmed with like the oil, the salt, and the peanut butter.
Well, let's jump into a question. All right.
Yes, sir.
So we know, Zen, one of your hobbies is collecting deceased bugs with your 3 children. And that intrigued me. So I'm wondering, what exactly do you do with these deceased bugs once you've collected them?
Okay, first let me tell you how I come across these bugs.
Okay.
Every moment I find a dead bug, it's very 99.99% of the time, they just are right flat in front of me. And it started off me becoming so receptive to these, such a pleasant moment of irony and miraculousness that I only committed to picking them up if they were dead. I didn't want to disturb them. I said, okay, if they're deceased, because I'm finding like rhino beetles and these beasts, man. I'm talking like really prehistoric looking beetles, and they're just they look alive, but they're just stiff, dead or flat on their back. Most of them flat on their back, So I'd pick them up and I come home with them, and and then my kids kind of picked up the same thing and just started, whenever we would walk, they would see, oh look, and then throughout time I built a collection, and then Denise here, my best friend in the world, my love, she brought all the dead bugs and snakes that I found all together, all that we found.
Snakes too?
Yeah, like shedded skin. And one time what is it, like I think it was a diamond, one of the poison ones. It was a
Diamondback.
not a copperhead, a diamondback. Yeah, it got ran over in the middle of the road, but it was still pregnant and it had a bunch of babies. So we were trying to figure out how to preserve it. You know what I mean? But we just dried it out. And this is, I'm not a hunter by any means. I don't, I'm not out to finding these things. Like I said, there's a bridge between me and the invisible forces that say, hey, pick up this bug and take whatever take whatever message you get from it. And
Zen, you're killing me right now, man. You're killing me. What do you do with the bugs though?
We frame them, man. We frame them, and well, not all of them.
Honestly, do you sell them? Do you sell them, or do you keep them?
No. I don't sell them. What I used to do, honestly, the reason why they ended up in this this canvas, this glass canvas, is because, and if anyone wanted to bring it to me, I could show them real quick. But the reason why I ended up in the case is because I can show you. I was so like irresponsible. Not irresponsible. I was so in tune with them, right? That I would just like have them around my desk like little trinkets. So you'd find like a granddaddy dragonfly just hanging out over here. You'll find on my bar a couple of dragonflies. You'll find over here a Hercules beetle. You just would look around and you just see all these dead bugs all around, and then she just like, all right, this has to stop. And then she just brought them together and put them in one place and displayed it.
Now, are you connecting with these bugs? Is that what I'm getting?
Well, I connected. So wherever I was in that moment, and I find a particular insect. There's something about the insect that brings up to the surface something of intent of wisdom to my consciousness, and so
this is the book of the
we actually printed a book out of all the bugs and provided the like the message that comes with them, the universal message.
Oh, geez.
So that
you guys are deep.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys fully appreciate the surroundings of your atmospheres.
Yeah, we go through the layers, man.
Wow, you definitely go through the layers. And so these are actual pictures of the ones that you found, or just kind of images of living ones?
So some are living, and
no, these are the ones you found.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah, I can't
nice.
tell with the blindfold on, but
At least we know the blindfold works.
Yeah. And then I'd go around and I'll take pictures of the ones that are alive.
Yeah.
And then I'll bring home the ones that are saying, hey, just take me home, man. I'm not any use out here. I mean, of course they could decay and go back to the grass and stuff, but
Sure.
I don't know, man. It was just a comforting, nurturing thing.
Sure.
It kept me warm. You follow the state of joy, man.
Yeah. No. Hey, listen. I'm with you.
Path.
My grandmother, who passed away a few years ago, she was heavily into butterflies. Thank you.
Ooh,
and dragonflies as well. So it was hard for my mom, with her passing.
Yeah.
So I found on Etsy a real butterfly and a real dragonfly pressed into a frame, similar like what you do, and I bought them. And I redecorated it into a larger frame, and I put like a little plaque on it with my grandmother's name and when she was alive and when she passed and stuff. And I think that's probably one of my mom's most prized possessions now.
Yeah,
which is amazing. All right, well, go jump into the box. I don't mean to cut it off, but jump into the box because I want to talk about your book too. The bugs, believe me, I think we can probably talk for a couple of hours about them, but I do want to know a little bit more about the book. But turn it around so I can see that. Yeah, there you go. All right, what do we got there? All right, guys. So for the audience, that's this right here. Okay, go ahead, open it up, man. Let's see what we got.
Okay. There's a little resistance in the package if we want to talk about package and branding.
Yeah, it doesn't want
a little
you to
bit
eat it.
thick on the pull, I had trouble opening a trail mix bag today, and I was just like, come on, man. They were not letting me have the trail mix, man.
I feel like the packaging lately has gotten a lot worse. You know, I got to use my teeth more frequently than I'm used to.
Man, and you left with that sore ache at the end. I was like, oh.
It's not satisfying.
I'm gonna try it now. Let's see.
All right, what do you got?
All right. Okay. Dealing with some sort of a pretzel here, you know.
Okay.
Simple.
Is it? Yeah.
I can dig it.
Yep.
Yeah. This is like something that I can enjoy when you know, I'm out and about. You know, I can give to the kids and say, all right, here, we're almost there. You know.
It won't spoil dinner.
Right. It's light though. You would have to take in a couple of these things here. It's like
I would imagine they don't look like they're hosting too much.
Yeah, man. You crunch through one end, you're already on the other side. I mean, you know, here we're used to like, you know, swollen pretzels.
Yeah,
and, you know,
the big and thick. You know, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's what
stuff with peanut butter and stuff.
Oh yeah, those are good actually.
Yeah,
those are real good.
I mean, yeah, the kids here they love it. I have 3 children, so
yeah,
I bring them up a lot. You know, each part of my life. So
of course. Of course. Well, let's get into the selections here. Let's see if you can get it. Are those the Grisky pretzel sticks? Picks rather. I'm sorry. Grisky pretzel picks.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Vic salted sticks, or is it Coestlin saltas, which is Croatian? I think I pronounced it in a Spanish accent.
Okay,
but that's Croatian.
You threw me off there. You from the accent, and I was like, this is definitely not from, you know, Spanish.
That is Croatian. I just don't know how to pronounce Croatian properly, so forgive me. I'll go through them again for you, just in case. Grisky pretzel picks, Vic salted sticks, or Coestlin saltas.
Man, I'm a fairy at heart, so I'm gonna have to go with the pixie sticks.
The pixie sticks.
The pixie, you said pixie instead of like the...
Right, Grisky pretzel picks?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is not the right answer. It is Vic's salted sticks.
That one was too boring, though.
That was everything about it was boring. But you know what was? I'll tell you what was tough. It was what your food allergies were, or not food allergies, but what you like. Yeah, you have a specific diet that you stick to.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about snacks and crackers and stuff, you could take that off, by the way.
It's a lifestyle, boss. It's a lifestyle. I'm not on any diet. I can't hold weight for my life. You know.
You could take the blindfold off now, my man.
Okay, cool. Woo, man.
But
you should see that. So my son, he just jumps and they're at it now. They're eating up all the snacks.
Good. Oh, good. That's good. At least they like it. And
yeah, thank you for the stock.
Yeah, man, no problem. I'm glad. I really want to know. I really want to know what a heroic Rattler is. Hey, buddy.
Okay.
How you doing?
Love your snack.
He said, "I love your snacks." So, all right, okay. So I can only go so far into it because once I start tapping into what a Rattler versus an Olak is, then my clumsy tongue will start spilling all of the story.
Oh.
So I'll be as very secretive as possible. But the idea of a Rattler stems from the world that I've created within the bunny language and the way they interact, their faith, their belief systems, and how they interact. Simply said, you know what I mean? It's the difference with it's the difference between good and evil. You know what I mean? I kept it very simple for the general audience to pick up on that part. But from that point on, from understanding the difference between good and evil, as we talk about, I'm not going to tell you which and what, but the Rattler and the Olaks are two concepts, two ideas from the bunny world that we get to travel into as we unravel the story with Rosie. But from the surface level, it's understanding the difference between good and evil and how you can get misled from seeing good and evil.
Sure.
And you know what I mean? Just as we go through life, sometimes we don't know if we're, you know, being distracted or focused on something that's actually for us. You know what I mean?
Right.
Until we deal with it and face the consequences, then we can learn and grow from there.
Yeah.
And we all have a sense of innocence that lingers in us, and we have a sense of naiveness in us. And I tap onto that when we start discovering what an Olex and a Rattler is. We start to work in that paradigm.
All right. Well, I don't want to spoil it for your potential readers and for everybody out there who might be intrigued by this book. This is the first book of the series, and you can go to his website. Is it ZenJJackson.com? Is that what it is?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
It's in the description along with his other social media. Check it out. You can get the book there.
Yeah.
When can we expect book 2 and book 3?
So my catalog is massive. Like, I know you got a strong series going on too.
Oh, you do? You've done a little research, huh?
Yeah, man. You know, I gotta look up the homies, you know? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And you know, it's
For college every Easter.
I'm being reminded every Easter.
Mm-hmm.
In between, I'm giving myself I'm giving myself the permission to venture into different forms of storytelling.
Okay.
As far as you know, we'll do short film web series, or you know, I'll do short stories, or you know, I want to give myself room to master the craft on every level. I do 50 word short stories, or I'll do flash fiction pieces, or I'll do, you know, a short story, 15 to 2,000 words, 15K, you know, 1,500 to 2,000 words, 3,000 words or so, you know, or a novella, you know. But my literature catalog is very strong. There's books and series in between. And right now I'm working on a different book. But to answer your question specifically, Easter would be the best time to start expecting book 2. You know, we get to deal with we could deal with the bridging, because there's only going to be 3 books. So the middle book is the bridge of like innocence to adulthood, you know, kind of just transitioning over through that phase of how one is approaching everything that they went through, how they're applying what they've learned in the first book, you know what I mean, as characters speaking, where the relationships are then, you know. Yeah, so it's exciting. I'm excited I'm working on other stuff, but before the interview here, I was rereading my own work and just getting super pumped about where I was as a writer then and where I'm going now. So it was it was fulfilling. You know, I really enjoyed the book, man. Us as writers, you know, we play the code of humility, and you know, but I'm telling you, man, I was raised by some guerrilla marketing hustlers growing up. And
I'm a hustler, baby.
Yeah, man, the entrepreneurship. You know, my dad is an entrepreneur. He owns his businesses, and he's just always had this image, like he always painted this picture of, like, you know, work for yourself, this kind of thing, you know. And I was raised by teachers. You know, I have 2 moms. One's a teacher, and one is. She is a very wise woman, you know. She stays at home and she kind of just nurtures herself, but she's my little, you know, the Matrix, the Matrix, she's like the Oracle.
I know where you're going. Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yep. Okay.
She's the Oracle, man.
Okay. Shoot.
Yeah. I just go to her and I'm just like, Mom, what's that? And she's like, listen, son, you know,
and she's got all the answers, right? But she doesn't give you the answers. She gives you the way to find the answer, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
Puts you back into perspective and whatnot. But where am I going with this? It's what I'm saying was my point is that I'm reading my own work. I'm reading other bodies of work too, but I'm reading my own work right now to see where I stand, you know, as a writer.
Sure.
How I perceive myself, you know. I was reading Harry Potter, and I find myself, I'm an interesting reader because before I got it on audio and I was listening to it, but I had to listen to the first chapter at least over 30 times And I just stayed on the first chapter, listened to it over and over and over and over again. Because honestly, at that point in time, I wanted to know what happens in the first chapter. What is the pacing? Why is she using these words? Like, why are we learning about these characters? When will they come back? What is the intention?
Right.
You know, and I
She's
really
building a world, really.
Yeah, man. I really wanted to just understand the craft through chapter to chapter, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, like I said, my point is that I'm definitely here to stay, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah. Listen, you never quit on it. You know, obviously, you're in a tough genre. Children's books are always a tough genre, but you're also, like you said, you're doing this kind of hybrid thing where you're really trying to also hit the young adult audience, which could be really fantastic if it's well written and well accepted. You know.
Yeah.
So I am wishing you nothing but the very best, Zen J Jackson. And I truly appreciate you coming on the show for a bit and tasting some snacks and having a little bit of fun with us. I think you're an amazing man. You got an amazing family. I like how deep you are, you know, and how interested you are in the things that are around you. I think it's very important in life, and it's not done quite enough. If I'm being entirely honest, you know. So
Sure.
I'm sure you're instilling that to your children. But I'm going to give you the floor. Why don't you tell the audience whatever it is you want them to know, and we'll close up with that, and then I'll come back on afterwards and say goodbye. Okay?
All right. Listen. Apart from my book, of course, I'm here to, you know, share the book. But as I have a platform, I just want everyone to know who's watching that you are loved infinitely and beyond measures. I went through a period in my life just recently where I just comprehended how much I'm embraced by the people around me. I'm looking for love in all the wrong areas, and I'm seeing that it's all in front of me, you know, and inside of me. I just want you to understand that you are loved infinitely, and that can be a hard pill to swallow at times, and it's probably easy to just not believe that in tough times. But you are loved. I'm nobody special in any particular way. Messages come through me. I like to write them in books. I like to tell fantastical stories, and I love my family. I'm learning to be more simple in life. If you want to find me, you'll find me. My name is Zen J Jackson. I have an Instagram account. It's that simple, Zen J Jackson. I have a website, zenjjackson.com. If you know me, we've either shook hands or we've had some kind of wonderful conversation. And I continue to keep growing my foundation around my stories just that way, on the platform built off of genuine, intimate connection. And that's my purpose, and that's my goal. And BJ, I love you for what you're doing. You super inspired me. Thank you so much for having me here.
My pleasure.
And my heart is filled with overwhelmed joy right now. I could cry. Thank you so much.
You're amazing, man. All right, everyone. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's show. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. If you've made it this far in the episode, congratulations. Let us know by hitting that like button below, and give our YouTube channel a subscribe if you haven't done so already. We do appreciate each and every one of you in this ever-growing Bookology family. So let us know how you're liking the show in the comments below, because we want to make sure that it's definitely entertaining for all of you. We love you, Bookology fam. And remember, keep reading, keep writing, and never, ever travel down a magical forest in search of a bunny.